one short of that. It'll be a 68. And an 11 under par tally. Right at the moment, she looks like finishing third. As said in the opening to our coverage on Friday, 2 words about it: always competitive.
We've learned a lot about ourselves this week. Minji Lee playing not feeling well at all, lost her voice, hung in there incredibly well. This for a closing par for green.
Cracked the $1 million mark this year, but there are some dollars disappearing with what's going on here for Hannah at the 18th. She got to this hole in the tie for 6th. It's not going to finish that way. Likely to drop down into a tie for 9th place, so still the potential of another top 10 finish coming. Chen, on the other hand, has this putt to go 4 under par for the last 5 holes and to get it to -9. And a seemingly departing -9. Chen arriving there at the last minute by the look of it. Just loves playing on Japanese soil. And look at that for a finish. And a 70 for the superstar Chinese golf.
Back down the fairway, Hyoju Kim. Wants to get this down there as far as possible. Few having the length to reach this into any day this week. Should be a reasonably full shot in.
A place in bogey for Hannah Green of Australia. A little slump of the shoulders. But still a pretty good week nonetheless at -9. She'll head to CME in a couple of weeks. Some high hopes of putting an exclamation point on what has been a phenomenal year. Awkward stance for our leader with a second shot.
So well managed. Birdie this hole in the last 2 rounds. And gets herself out of a spot bother there.
That just about makes it official now that she's on the fairway. Let's see what Gabby can do. It's going left. Hannah Green had trouble from out there. Jennifer Cupcho had trouble from out there. Don't pull too many good lies from that left row. Short of 18.
She's openly talked about how Shiho Oyama was a mentor for her Ai Suzuki and the 2006 Order of Merit winner. Last week she won an event named after Hisako Higuchi, another stalwart of Japanese golf, and you wonder whether she's going to be one of the Japanese leading the host nation in Tokyo 2020, but this will be a big moment in her career if she can walk away and get the job done now.
Overestimate the pressure that has been on her. She hasn't been showing it to any great degree, but when you play in front of these huge galleries in your homeland, a very famous championship, one she probably, because she's a golf nut, probably watched as a young lady and dreamt of being out there one day. She's going to have them on the Nancy Lopez, some of the very greatest in the game. And she deserves to, after the performance that she's put in this week. 67 in the first round, even Becking yesterday. She can be well and truly proud of what she's been able to come up with, because apart from this young woman, she's been able to see off the rest of the field and get 12th top 10 finish of the season. Very quiet out there at the moment because we're waiting for the third shots to be played, and then the likelihood is this place will erupt.
Since the age of 11, and really quickly announced herself as a professional term pro in 2013, won a major on the JLPGA just a year later in 2014, and since then all eyes have really been on Suzuki.
And there were a few people looking at her maybe even winning this tournament in 2014. Different golf course, she shot 64 in the second round. She was in a three-way tie for the lead, and she got close here behind Shanshan 2 years ago. Now, today is going to prove worth the wait. Around $139,000 for second place. Goja Kim pretty much already has it sewn up, you would think.
The words she often utters, just give me a putt at it. One of the best putters in the game, but it looks as though the title is going to go to the player on the JLPGA who's been voted the best short game on tour, one of the best scramblers. Has put herself in a fantastic position here at the last.
So the magnificent view for this tournament. 5 times she's lifted up the trophy. Quite possibly, she might find the perfect 100 finish. Months ago, it was a similar situation for the world number 4, Nasa Hatayoko. And now, Suzuki is going to defend for Japan.
So many of the young players in Japan talk about the hole that was left when Ayumi Azato retired. You start to get the feeling that hole might just be filled in the years to come.
3 candidates to fill that hole with the people at the top of the Rolex World Rankings, Nasa and Hinako, and appropriately another player called I. Big shot here for Gabby. This is tough. It's a gnarly lie over there. She's recovered really well a couple of times today from perilous situations.
Fucking hit it.
To 71.
Godverdomme.
She'll finish at 10 under and tied 4th. Rough. That's exactly a big penalty. this tour, a tour that she idolises, a tour that she watches religiously. Life-changing, these 3 days, in lots of ways. $225,000 about to make the equation even a little sweeter.
Maybe affording herself just a little moment of enjoyment there at the final green.
Inevitably, they leave it until the very last minute. Long after we've declared it over, but that's the way it's got to be for the players, because you said it probably an hour or 2 ago. You need to stay in the moment. You can't get ahead of yourself in this situation. 2 putts wouldn't do from here, but really she's in the area where she needs 1 to earn some more dollars. To join GC2 and JNPG 10 under. She's got that length to remain in company with Sakura Koiwai, Erika Kikuchi, Shen Chen Fang.
Partner Santiago has been out with her this week, and though he's such a support to Gabby on the road, especially toward the end of the season.
Everybody starts getting tired of mind and body at the end of a long year. Yes, they do live what a lot of people would want to be a very glamorous, exotic lifestyle, but there are a lot of putting in a lot of hours on planes, a lot of hours at airports. They're very well rewarded for their job, unquestionably. And Kyoju is about to be well rewarded too. To underline a 2nd place finish. That's classy. Birdie, birdie, birdie finish for Kyoju Kim. She finishes at 14 under. She's going to fall just short, but she's streaked away from the rest of the field now.
What a time to be a professional golfer in the women's game. Kyoju Kim, Hinako Shibuna, the only 2 players ever to win a major championship on their debut. We've had them both out for the past 2 weeks. It's been a joy to watch here on the Asian swing.
Kyoju is one of those characters where she doesn't crave the limelight. She really wants to be in the background. So she's never going to be one that's going to be on a lot of posters or attract a lot of headlines. But week in, week out, she gets it done, as evidenced by those dozen top 10 finishes that we were talking about. She's already earned, report today, $1.1. It's going to go well up over 1.2. That's a good year in anyone's terms. For a par at the last to remain at 9 under. Fittingly, the stage is cleared now for the young woman who's had her name at the top of that leaderboard all day. And for a fair bit of the week. They came here at the start of the week hoping for a Japanese victory, perhaps from the defending champion Nasa Hataoka, maybe from Himiko Shibano, but everybody who knows the ability of this young woman factored her into the equation as well. Japan goes back to back in perhaps their most famous tournament around the world. A magnificent display on all 3 days, but nerves of steel on Sunday. 25-year-old Ai Suzuki joins some of the greats of the game with their name on the trophy of the Tokyo Japan Classic. And the relief is evident. She can finally take a comfortable breath now.
You know what? Well deserved. 1 bogey the entire week. A sensational performance. Now it's time to soak it all up in front of her adoring home fans. They were out early every single day, and they're out in bulk right now.
Win anywhere is special. A win at home is a whole lot more special. So at the end of the day, it was a convincing margin of victory for Ai Suzuki in front of her home fans. A little bit of relief mixed in with a whole lot of joy. And she does what Nasa Hataoka did here 12 months ago, wins in front of her home fans. She'll climb the Rolex World Rankings, and she'll hope to continue that climb to be able to represent her country at the Olympic Games next year. So as we prepare for the presentation to Ai Suzuki, let's look back at the day that was. So many highlights today, and Morgan Pressel provided nearly all of them early on. An extraordinary performance from the American, a 7 under par out to 9 of 29. She set the place alight.
You know what? There was plenty of fire out on the golf course today, and some of it belonged as well to Akahara Munoz. Their last birdie at 17 in that 67.
Australia's had a green. Not quite the finish she was hoping for, as it turns out, the way she came up 18. But some memorable shots along the way, including that tee shot at the 12th.
Gabby Lopez, she got off to the perfect start today with a birdie at the first. But the second one, it was a long time coming. She kept that in on 17.
Another one of the younger brigade from Japan, Sakura Kawaiwai, impressive 12 months ago, very impressive again in 2019 with iron play like that. Beautiful second shot to the 14th hole.
And as ever, great to see some of the stars of the JLPGA. Erika Kikuchi, a birdie there on 11. The second, the third, and the sixth in her last 6 starts.
And if it's Japanese soil, you know that Shan is going to be a part of it. How about that for a way to finish? Setting up a birdie in the last to be 4 under for the last 5 holes.
She owned 2 chip-ins, as did Jin Yan. What a short game display it was today.
It was a difficult finish for the young American Jennifer Kupcho, but a very good start. Rolling in a birdie at the first hole a few hours ago to get it all rolling.
Fiji Lee had a score to settle after a closing 78. In the third round. birdie on 17, 68 for the West Australian today.
And you can only take your hat off to Hyo-Joo Kim, producing another remarkably consistent performance. She had 3 shots over everybody in the field bar one player, and here's part of the reason why. A brilliant tee shot at the 12th. She finished birdie, birdie, birdie to 14 under and a clear second.
Safe to say, consistency was key for Suzuki. She went 43 holes without a bogey, and that, the final blow on 18, her third, setting up the winning moment. And a clean finish to what was one of the weeks she'll never forget.
So many highlights on what was a wonderful Sunday and a memorable weekend in Japan. 2 years ago, we saw her firsthand. We saw her announce herself to the golfing world. There was a presence in Japanese golf. She came so close behind Chen. 2 years down the track, she comes up with a big smile, a big check, and a big win. Get the last rites done. Make sure everything is okay there, and then head out for the presentation.
You know what? The big check, the big smile, the big winning total, and now a big decision to make for Ai Suzuki. She has until the early stages of the week of the CME Group Tour Championship to make the decision as to whether or not she'll take up LPGA membership, either immediately or for the 2020 season. Gosh, it'd be great to have her out there though, wouldn't it?
You'd think the answer, from what we gather, is likely to be yes. What's your gut feel about the timing? Do you think she'd do it immediately?
No, I think she'd wait. I think she wants to finish the season, maybe win the JLPGA Order of Merit. This should bump her up to second place. She will most likely go pretty close to overtaking Hinako Shibuno, and maybe use the last 3 events on the season to chase down GA Shin, who tops it as it stands. But she'd be a welcome addition.
I think that'd be a very sensible approach to delay it until 2020. This is what the leaderboard looks like at the end of the day. ISIS 3-shot cushion over Hyo-Joo Kim, who had a 3-shot cushion of her own over Minji Lee in 3rd place. Another high finish for the Australian. Jennifer Kupcho and Jing Yang at 10 under, 7 back from the lead. And a good week for Erika Kikuchi along with Gabby Lopez and Shan Han at 9 under. A dominant performance. Even par for Gabby Lopez, the number there that stands out in the right-hand column on a day where birdies were certainly required. And Ai Suzuki got plenty of those. As Ali said, she kept the bogeys off her card. She probably can't even remember when she had that last bogey. So, at 25 years of age, she gets her name on the famous trophy. Ai Suzuki is our champion of the presentation. Here's Kate Burton.
Well, what a very dominant display, and Ai Suzuki can take a measure of pride looking at the classy field she beat. And I'm delighted to welcome to the prize presentation the president of Toto, Madoka Kitamura-san, who's going to present the trophy to our winner of 2019, to Ai Suzuki. Thank you, Kitamura-san. Ai, you must be delighted to win your 6th title this year.
I'm so happy to win Toto Japan Classic.
So many congratulations. Let's hear it for the champion of 2019, Ai Suzuki.
That smile is going to flash across many media outlets, not only in this country but around the world. A delighted Ai Suzuki. Well, she might be, and she should not only be happy but very proud of what she's done on her scorecard and the way that she's advertised the game in Japan to her country and the world over the last 3 days. The CME standings, this is what it looks like at the top. We know what it has been at the top, and so Jin Young Ko will complete the year, but it's on the bubble. We should say these are not the official standings at the end. They will be pretty close to it. But Jin Young with a fabulous year, and then we go down to the bubble. Stacey Lewis won't play, we understand. So it looks like Madeline Sagstrom is going to be the one to get in, Ali.
You know what? And Catherine Kirk at 58 was watching. She made the choice not to play this week, and she was ruining that decision coming into it. But it looks as though she's gotten away with it.
Inji Chun finishing just outside the top 60 by the look of it. She's going to be the first one out as these standings give it. We should stress again, they're unofficial, but that's the way it should shake down at the end of the season, because we head to Naples, Florida in a couple of weeks' time. Will this young woman be there? A dominant play. It was a brilliant display, and it's been a brilliant month. It's been a pleasure to be part of the Asian swing. Our team headed by Wayne Suter and Michael O'Dwyer. From Peter Donegan, Ali Whitaker, Kate Burton, Sandy McKenzie, and our entire team, thanks for being with us. Sheshe, and something arigato. Thank you. And we look forward to seeing thee in a couple of weeks' time.
48. This is 60 meter, what the fuck?
The final round of the Toto Japan Classic was an impressive display. Oh, I'm so sorry. The final round of the Toto Japan Classic was an impressive display of golf. The chasing pack had to get off to a fast start to reel in the overnight leader, Ai Suzuki. Ali, a lot happening on the golf course, and a couple of Americans got off to a fast start, but not fast enough.
Oh, I mean, all bets were off, weren't they, for the first 9 holes? And you know what? That's what you want to see on a Sunday. You want to see the excitement. The crowds were rolling in early, and they deserved a show, and that's exactly what they got.
Well, they certainly did, and when you look at the star quality that we had here, Jennifer Kupcho, Morgan Pressel entering the fray, but Ai Suzuki had the lead overnight, and she said she had to shoot a 5 under to maintain that lead. She certainly did more.
You know what? I think Suzuki has just such an old head on her shoulders, and you know she's only had 1 winless season since she's been out on tour. But to win today, I mean, I feel like that would have been at the top of the list.
It certainly was. Well, why don't we hear the highlights now with Peter Donegan.
Great galleries out, many of them with the British Open champion, Hinako Shibuno. And here she is for the birdie at the final hole, finishing in style on the way to a 71 and a tie for 13. Morgan Pressel was the one who got the course of life out in 29. Finally a 67 for Morgan, but what a great outward night it was.
Oh.
And Atha Munoz continued her good form, knocking the stick out for a fair bit of the week. That a birdie at 17 on the way to a 67 and a tie for 10. Australian champion Hannah Green from earlier this year on the tee at 12. Bit of a bumpy finish to the day for Hannah. It was a 72 in the end, and she finished with a tie for 10. Gabby Lopez, this was a brilliant recovery shot out of the sand at 17. Another good week for Gabby after her birthday yesterday, and she also got herself up with a top 10 finish, tied for 6th. 21-year-old Sakura Koliwai, her second to 14. That's 2 good finishes now in consecutive years around this golf course in the Toto Japan Classic for Sakura. She shot 68. And then, here at the final hole, another look at Shibuno getting it in. Well worth the second look. Erika Kikuchi also was keeping the Japanese fans happy on the way to a 69. If it's Japanese soil, Shanshan must be in contention. Brilliant shot into the last. She birdied 4 of her last 5 holes to finish at -9 and a tie for 6th. Jin Yan from China, 101 in the world. She looked a lot better than that, chipped in a couple of times, and she got herself a tie for 4th. Jennifer Cacho had a difficult finish, but a very good start. A birdie at the first for the American, around a 68. Plenty of birdies early on for Jennifer at the end of a good year. Minjee Lee, well, she was there and thereabouts, as she always is. The Australian shooting a final round 68, and that put her in the 3rd position at the end of the week here in Japan. Brilliant recovery there at 17 from Minjee. Kyoju Kim came up with the round of the day. A 66. This was her 2-shot locked on the flag at 12. And she had a 3-shot cushion over everybody in the field, bar one person. It was a great display from Kyoju throughout the week. But that one person was Ai Suzuki. And here she is at the final hole, looking to finish in style. She got the birdies on the card early at 2, 5, 6, and 7. And then she waited until here at the 18 to make her next birdie of the day. And what a birdie it was in front of her home fans. A round of 67, a 17 under par tally, a margin of victory of 3. That was enough to get it done. A famous victory for Ai Suzuki.
An emphatic victory, her 6th win of the season. In 2019 alone, 6 wins. Kyoju Kim finished 2nd all on her own, as 66 in the final round. And Minjee Lee, 2nd and 3rd in the last 2 weeks. An impressive outing for the Australian. Well, it's come to the end of the Asian swing, Ali, and highlights for you?
Oh, I mean, there's so many to choose from. A back-to-back champion in Danielle Kane, wins from Ai Suzuki and Hannah Jang. But I'll tell you what, that playoff last week, Nelly Corder getting across the line, that was pretty special.
I thought that would be your number one. I have to say, Hannah Jang winning on the 3rd hole of the Sunday playoff against Danielle Kang. That was special to watch. So we really enjoyed the Asian swing. So from Shanghai, Korea, Taiwan, and Japan, it's goodbye for us and back to the United States for the race to the season close.
Was een vuur. Toen de radiator en de uitvinding van de thermostaat. Nu is er Tado. De volgende stap in verwarmen. Tado geeft je overal volledige controle over je verwarming. Dankzij intelligente skills kun jij je ontspannen terwijl je geld en energie bespaart. Kies voor de verwarming van de toekomst. Tado.nl.
Eindelijk flexibele scheermesjes. Start nu voor €7 op boltking.com.
Laat bedplassen een onbezorgde kindertijd niet in de weg staan. Dry Nights is speciaal ontwikkeld voor 3 tot 15-jarigen, lijkt op ondergoed en geeft maximale bescherming. Zo blijven ze droog en kunnen ze zorgeloos kind zijn. Dry Nights. Minder zorgen, meer kind zijn.
Nunca faria isso com você.
Wrong? What's wrong with wrong? Is that the wrong place for a kid? Honey, that was the stuff. Sancho was wrong till he knew that. Yeah, okay. Sterling, they say everything he does is wrong. Really? No, that's not wrong. wrong is the new right. Wrong breaks new ground.
For the players.
Dag mam. Bedankt voor de meet, mam. Leuk van je dag, schat.
Dankzij zijn unieke smaak zorgt Nutella voor een glimlach bij het ontbijt. Nutella en je dag loopt gesmeerd. Geniet van Nutella, waar je ook bent met Nutella Be Ready.
Boss the scent, fragrances for him and for her. Also discover Boss the scent, absolute.
Wie kwalificeert zich voor het Europees kampioenschap? Eerst Turkije-IJsland en vervolgens alle actie met ons schakelprogramma EK Switch. Morgen live op Ziggo Sport Select.
Today, Lee Westwood accepts our first Take Birdie challenge. And we've got highlights from the Turkish Airlines Open. But first, we take a trip to one of Europe's premier golfing hotspots.
Over the last 50 years, the Algarve has become one of the premier destinations in world golf for amateurs and professionals. With over 40 golf courses to choose from, its fairways attract hundreds of thousands of golfers all year round. So we've come to discover the Algarve and find out exactly what's on offer in some of its most iconic venues. Opened in 1988, San Lorenzo Golf Club occupies a very special spot in the Rio Formosa Nature Reserve. Always ranked as one of the best courses in Europe, we're here to find out a little bit more.
And who better to take us round than head pro Alvaro Rodriguez?
Alvaro, I have to say this is the most attractive water hazard I have ever seen. This hole is beautiful. What is it that makes this course so special?
Through the 18 holes, we don't have one they're all different. Yeah. We don't look right, left, and see, oh, and somebody else is playing that. No, so every hole is a challenge. It's very important for the golfer.
How does the course play? Does it appeal to all levels of golfers?
Oh yes, it is. It is. It's not a long course. It's holes. It is good for the short players. Some of the holes make some attraction for the long hitters. All the course is in good condition. Everybody plays behind the stuff, the bunker stuff. So you find the bunkers ready for you. The greens are cut.
Oh, lovely.
So it's really nice as you achieve every hole. And this is something you like to see when you pay your green fee. That your money is spent on the golf course.
San Lorenzo is just minutes from Faro Airport and a must-play if you're in the region.
Monterey Golf Club is one of the best courses in Europe and often rated #1 in the Algarve. I'm off to meet its head pro Darren, who's going to show us around a very special spot in eastern Algarve. Hi Darren.
Good morning, Anna. Welcome to Monterey.
Lovely to meet you. This just looks gorgeous already. I can absolutely see why it's often voted as Europe's #1 course, a complete hidden gem. Tell me a little bit about the history of how this course came to be.
It's opened in 2007. It's the Jack Nicklaus signature course. The owner wanted to create something special in East Algarve. We had a piece of land which was truly special. we wanted to create the best golf course we could, so we employed the best designer that we could. People are coming to see what is truly a special experience.
So by signature, that means that Jack has actually been on site. He came out, designed the course himself. What elements of his game, his influence, can you see?
I mean, over to any facility is just magical, but what he's left is definitely his signature. A lot of left to right balls, which was one of his signature shots. There's a real emphasis on strategy, so you have to plot your way around. It's a thinking person's course. So in that respect, you can see that he's left his mark.
One thing you can't help but notice is how secluded this course feels. On every hole, you can't see any other player or any other hole. Tell me a little bit about the layout.
We've got the luxury of really spacing the holes out. A lot of the holes are framed by mountains, so you really do get that sort of individual experience as you work around the golf course. In that respect, it's quite unique in the Algarve. We've already started to work on the course, and it's always been a master plan, but we're really excited not only to have another course, but to get Mr. Nicholas back on site and see what he can create.
Next up, I head back to the coast to the beautiful Quinta de Ria. Another course that sits in the natural park of Ria Formosa, it has a number of holes stretching across the coast and includes Quinta de Ria number 10 and its iconic hazard.
The par 4, stroke index number 1, has the famous tree on the middle of the fairway, which is a very hard hole to play.
Attached to Quinta de Ria is the equally beautiful Quinta de Cima, providing a very different test.
For good golf players, single finger handles, both of them, they are completely different because Quinta de Cima is very long. Quinta de Ria, you have to play for the right spot to do a very good score. The challenge, you can use all the golf clubs you have in your set on the different holes. And it's a challenge every day you play at Quinta de Ria or Quinta de Cima, and the wind makes a big difference.
My final stop is at the Victoria Golf Course, host of the European Tour's Portugal Masters.
This is the only Arnold Palmer design in Portugal. It was built in 2003 and it's a signature course by Arnold Palmer. Since then we had the World Cup in 2005 and the Portugal Masters since 2007. Every hole we have 5 to 6 tee boxes, so we can do it a really championship course from the back tees and a easier course from the front tees. On the back 9 especially, we have lots of water also on the front 9, but on the back 9 we have 20 hectares of water, and well, with the wind it could be really a challenge. I think it's really good for all the golf classes in the Algarve, and as a golf destination we've been awarded as best golf destination in Europe and the best golf destination of the world also. So it's really good to have an European tour event and being on the spotlight for 1 week of the year at least.
And so ends my trip around a small selection of the many stunning golf courses in the undisputed golfing paradise.
I'm Lee Westwood. I'm here at the Turkish Airlines Open on the second tee. I'm going to try and make a first take birdie. Could be tricky. It's 147 yards from there, so 3 up, 1 4 4, and it's 17 on. So 161, which is a smooth 8 iron for me today with a little bit of breeze in too. So I shouldn't have any problem making a 2 really, should I? Right. My partners haven't threatened the green there, so carry in the middle. No, they only flagged it. Get up. Short. Just a bit of it. I'm going to make a long putt. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice shot. Kidney shaped green. There's a big ridge in the middle to front of the green, which has got to be negotiated. I didn't hit that tee shot very well there, and it's pitched in the ridge and sort of stuck. So I'm going to have to hold a long one, but it's about an 8, and sometimes it's a 9 to the front, it's a 9 to the back. It's a tough flight back left with the trap short, and you don't really want it long, so. No, not quite. Give myself that kind of make the birdie. It's a good thing about this putt, you don't have to bend your back. So as you saw, I didn't make birdie, so Jack, what is my bad question?
Lee, we know you're a man of experience. We'd like to know, from all your years on tour, what is your worst moment?
Shooting in the 80s regularly when I was in the slum. That was a fairly embarrassing time. The people watching were in a lot of danger.
Thank you very much.
With the Nedbank Challenge being played later this week, we spoke with a former champion about another of his career highlights. Thomas Bjorn won in South Africa 6 years ago and went on to captain the European Ryder Cup team to victory in 2018. In Picture Perfect, Thomas Bjorn recalls the lasting memories he has from his